Yo, 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 how you guys doing out there? I'm Kel.
And I'm Jake.
And you are kicking it with Kel and Jake. Yes, sir. We here back for another one, brother.
Back at it again.
Back at it again. Back
Yes,
at
sir.
it again, man. So what's the topic for today, man?
Oh, man, today we're going to talk about whether or not we could date an older woman.
Dating an older woman.
Yep, these older
getting
women.
that cougar.
Yep.
Get that cougar going. I had me a few of them.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir.
You ever get to the point where your age is like too old for a cougar?
No.
Or are they still cougars?
It just depends. I don't know.
When does it become like where you're the cougar? Where you're
it happens all the time with guys.
Where you're the age.
Well,
like,
with the guys, it's always like that. You
Yeah.
usually see guys dating younger women. You
Yeah,
don't see
yeah.
a lot of older women dating younger guys. But
Yeah.
now it's a little bit more common.
It is.
It's a little bit more common
Yeah.
these days. But
Yeah.
when I was doing it, wasn't that common.
Yeah.
But I had a few friends that, dated older women and stuff like that. So we came in contact with a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So it was something that we was kind of like into. We wanted the older woman and trying to be there and trying to.
Yeah. There's something about it. It's like you're up for the challenge.
Well, they try to teach you.
They do.
Yeah. So I was in college when it happened to me. I met that girl on one of those dating sites. I don't know if you knew about Black Planet or like Dallas Peeps.
Yeah, the sites were a little before my time. My generation's more on the apps. Like,
Yeah. Because you came in when MySpace started becoming a thing and stuff. But yeah, Dallas Peeps. Believe me, it didn't disappoint.
probably still around.
I don't think so, man. A lot of those old sites, they're not around anymore. But
Oh, okay.
I did meet this chick on Dallas Peeps, man, and she was cool, nice little chick. But I was in college, and I used to be like, man, I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna knock you down. I'm gonna tear you up, this and this and that. And she used to talk all this noise about how good her shit was.
Oh, okay.
And so they used to make me like, okay, cool,
Yeah.
So one day she was supposed to come down. She ended up not coming, and I was over at the student center or whatever, waiting at her, and I was kind of drunk. So a law came up on me, and he started knocking on the window, and he was telling me, because I had like a little Prelude type of car, where the light lenses came up and stuff. And so one of them was down.
Oh.
And so he was like, your light messed up. I said, yeah, man, it don't stay up. But you can go over there and check it and try it for me if you like. So I was so jacked up.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he didn't really do anything because he let me go.
Yeah.
But I was fucked up that night because
Yeah.
I thought she was coming. I was getting ready. I was like, man, I'm going to tear this up. And then I found out she wasn't coming.
Oh, man, I hate it when they do that.
Man, I was mad because,
Yeah.
I was telling everybody at school, I got this older woman coming and she about to do her thing, man.
Yup.
And so, but she talked a lot of noise. So one time, me and my buddy, we came down to see her.
Yeah.
So we went over to her house, and my buddy, he stayed downstairs while we went upstairs. And so we started messing around, we getting into it, and I swear, she told me her stuff was like a barracuda or whatever.
A barracuda?
Like a barracuda, man.
What she mean by that?
Like if she had this wolf pussy, that's what she told me. She had some wolf pussy.
I was about to say, she gonna bite your dick off?
No,
barracuda pussy.
But we get into it, and I was like, this is some of the worst pussy I've ever had in my life.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
And I was disappointed. Now, I've had some bad coochie in my life.
Yeah.
So she wasn't the worst. I have stories on the worst.
Yeah.
But with her, I just was so disappointed. And then once we finished, I went downstairs talking to my boy, and then she sends me some text, or at that time, she gave me a letter. Because, text wasn't even really going on. Text really wasn't going on there, so...
Was it back when you had to pay, like, for every letter?
Yeah. So she sent me a letter or something like that, and then she was talking about how she was hurt. She thought I was like this, and, she ended up talking to another dude, and I didn't care.
Yeah.
I was in college. I didn't care.
Yeah.
She was sending me money and things like that, so that's what happened with that. But I had my share of older women. Maybe not too much older, but I've had my share of older women.
Yeah.
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 What about you, sir?
Oh, I'll talk about one in particular. I have had a couple older chicks, especially like that.
We know about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll talk about one in particular because this is one that I kind of wanted, and she just kind of like
hurt your feelings.
She didn't really hurt my feelings. I would just say she led me on to kind of like try to put herself in a better position. I think she was interested in like the photography and the video stuff, and I think she kind of used me a little bit to kind of try to get on set. And she was kind of like flirting with me, and she would let me like touch her a little bit, and she would. Well, I didn't touch her until she started touching me. I didn't think anything was there because obviously she is older, and even my mom kind of warned me about her because I met her at church.
Yeah.
And my mom warned me about her, and she was like, "That old lady likes you." And I was like, "You need to be careful. That old lady likes you." And I'm like, all right, whatever. And so she
liked her too.
I did, yeah. But I ended up like bringing like something happened. Like I would run audio at church, and she did like slides and stuff. And then I ended up like meeting her like kids and everything. And it was kind of weird because they just look at me like I'm their age. I'm barely like her kids are like at the time they're like 17. The other one was like 14 or something like that. And so they're looking at me like I'm closer to their age. They're like, he's not gonna like fuck with our mom like that.
Yes, he is.
And so we started getting along. She ended up giving me her phone number, and she started coming on set. And I told her that she could come around and just help us out. She helped us out a few times. You know her and everything.
Oh yeah, I know.
You've met her.
Yeah, I know.
And she's come around a lot. I paid her to come, like just like anybody else. And you know, we tried to like show her how to shoot and everything. She got better, but she didn't really like listen because she wasn't really interested in learning. I don't think she was just trying.
She didn't want to be around.
Yeah, she just wanted to be around. Yeah.
I egged you on that situation a little bit.
Yeah, and I was also drinking a lot at the time, so I kind of had some lines blurred. Like almost every time I was around her, I was like drunk and like smoking, and so I was kind of high and stuff, and. I think that kind of blurred the lines to where I didn't really see like a lot of the bullshit. And she would let me like she would get close to me and she'd let me like touch on her booty a little bit, and she just didn't say anything. So like, you know, when you're young, you kind of try like you'll start like touching on her a little bit, and then you eventually go to the booty. And once you get to the booty, you think everything's okay. Like, you think it's good. And I really think everything was. And I kind of told her, I think honestly, like she would have given it to me, but I kind of fucked up because I told her about that other girl that ended up fucking like that bitch that burned me or whatever.
Oh, why would you tell her that?
And it was around the same time. Because I didn't think it was a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Because I thought she would just, well, it was something that was like treated.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, it was something that was treated, and it's also the most common. It was that chlamydia shit. Some nasty bitch ended up burning me and fucking gave. It was the only STD I've ever gotten, and I got it treated, got it taken care of. And I told her like what happened because I thought it was like kind of funny.
Yeah.
And she didn't think it was funny, and then she
didn't think it was funny.
Yeah,
she has kids.
Because she invited me over. She invited me over to her house and everything.
Yeah.
She was like, "You didn't sleep with that girl, did you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did." And because I told her what happened, I told her that girl like I had to take her to the hospital or whatever because she started like having cramps and shit, and it's because she had fucking chlamydia. And I didn't know about it because my shit didn't start until like 2 weeks later. Like I didn't start getting like symptoms and signs of it. And I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like crotch rot. Like I didn't know what it was. And my dick just got real raw and it wouldn't go away, and it got like swollen and puffy.
I mean, you can keep that to yourself, bro.
All right. All right. But yeah,
I'm okay now. I got
the amoxicillin and everything. I'm good. I'm healthy now. I'm good to go. This was like years ago, but I talked to her about it or whatever, and like that was the night she invited me to her house. Like she invited me over to her house. I brought like some alcohol. We were like drinking. I even rolled one. Like we smoked and everything. Her kids ended up calling her out later, saying there's weed in the carpet and like shit like that, and she blamed it on like one of her like other friends or whatever because I'm not supposed to be over there.
Well, I will say you're a little too honest sometimes.
Yeah.
But I mean, that honesty did, you know, at least you let her know
Well, I could have, I could have just not said anything.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
Well, most guys wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, but long story short, she ended up moving to Florida, or like she ended up moving away, and it was for a whole separate reason.
I know.
She ended up like she was trying some bullshit. She got caught, and
I know.
she didn't want to admit.
Oh,
to
we
it.
know about that. Everybody's not honest.
Yeah.
This world,
at least I was honest. She may not be honest, like even with my flaws and shit, but I learn from my mistakes and move on.
Okay. Well, if y'all like this episode, make sure you like and subscribe. And please leave comments and let us know what topics we make and talk about and things like that. But that's our show, and I'm Kel.
And I'm Jake.
And you are kicking it with Kel and Jake. Holla.